As all of you have committed a breach of faith, the Archbishop will now pass judgment.
Inciting a kingdom noble to rebel. Unlawful entry. The attempted assassination of the Archbishop. An attack on the Holy Mausoleum. It is unnecessary to go on, followers of the Western Church.
What? We have nothing to do with the Western Church.
You have already been identified. Please spare us your second-rate theater.
Dishonoring a holy ceremony is worthy of death for a member of the Church. You are well past the hope of redemption. If you have any grace remaining, you will willingly offer your life as atonement for this crime.
No, this isn't what we were told would happen. We've been deceived!
It's no use arguing. Whatever your excuse, the punishment stands.
May your souls find peace as they return to the goddess.
Wait, please! The goddess would never forgive you for our execution!
Monster! We know you've already slaughtered many of our fellow brethren like this.
This concludes the investigation. Please remove these poor lost souls from my sight.
That's that, I suppose. The assassination attempt, the attack on the Holy Mausoleum. It was all the Western Church's doing. That masked knight who led the attack somehow managed to disappear without a trace.
The Church of Seiros clearly isn't as unified as it would hope to appear. It seems the bishop of the Western Church was always opposed to the Church being ruled centrally from Garreg Mach. Perhaps they hope to remove the Archbishop in order to completely strip the Central Church of its authority.
Oh, that's right. Geralt mentioned that you were raised without any exposure to the Church. In order to function more efficiently, the Church of Seiros is split into several smaller entities. The Central Church is the largest, and leads the organization from Garreg Mach.
The Western Church extends from Castle Gaspar, where Lord Lenato rebelled, into the far west. They can be found just beyond the most renowned stronghold of the kingdom, the fortress city of Aryan Road.
It seems the knights have been tasked with subduing the leaders of the Western Church. We may be given the opportunity to help them with their mission.
To think, our own professor was born in Fódlan, and yet knew nothing of the Church. I never imagined explaining something so basic to an instructor of mine. You're something of a special case, are you not?
How strange that the Archbishop would ask someone like that to lead her students. There's clearly more to that decision than we know.
Lady Rhea is pretty scary sometimes. But to execute that whole group, just like that? It seems harsh, even for her.
If one of us does something bad, I wonder what she would do to us!
Professor, do you agree with the Archbishop's actions?
There you are, Professor. It seems Lady Rhea would like a word with you. Come with me.
The Archbishop lives. Not that I had ever placed much faith in those swine from the Western Church.
I have news, both good and bad. The remains of Seiros were not in a tomb. However, something else was. The Sword of the Creator.
Ah, the weapon wielded by that thief, the King of Liberation.
Thief? Huh. At any rate, it is now in the hands of the Academy's new professor. I doubt you will be surprised to hear that the crest stone had already been removed from the sword when it was found.
As expected. It would be foolish to keep both in the same location.
There's more. The professor was able to awaken the sword's true power. Even without the crest stone, the sword glowed red. The professor's crest is compatible. There is no mistaking it.
Absurd. Using a relic without its crest stone should be impossible. The King of Liberation's bloodline should not even...
They must be allowed to keep it, for now. I do not have enough information about the professor to act. As for your request, I assent. The Death Knight is at your command. Use him well.
Good. I believe I will enjoy this a great deal.
Okay, da haben wir wieder den
I
Flammentypen
cannot thank
gesehen.
you enough for defeating those invaders in the Holy Mausoleum, and especially for protecting the sword of the Creator. That sword is one of the hero's relics, and the most precious artifact in the Church's possession. It is also a weapon of terrifying power. For now, I will entrust the sword to you. Please, use it wisely.
Lady Rhea, wait! Do you truly mean to give the sword of the Creator to this stranger? Surely it is not the sort of thing one hands over so readily, even to someone who has the ability to wield it. If someone like Nemesis were to appear again, all of Fódlan would be consumed by war. Nemesis, the King of Liberation. He is an ancient king of mankind who was defeated by Seiros over 1,000 years ago. When Fódlan was attacked by wicked gods, it is said that the goddess gifted Nemesis with the sword of the Creator. Nemesis used that sword to defeat the wicked gods, saving all of Fódlan. Henceforth, he was dubbed the King of Liberation. However, his power began to corrupt him until he himself turned to the darkness. Saint Seiros was forced to destroy him. Lady Rhea, I beg you to reconsider. Given a little more time, we could more accurately assess this stranger's abilities.
No. I have faith, Seteth. Faith that our friend here will not be corrupted by wickedness. Since the death of Nemesis, none have been able to wield the sword of the Creator. Now, after all those long years of being sealed away, it has returned and found a new master.
I understand. As you wish, Lady Rhea. There you have it, Professor. See that you do not betray the trust the Archbishop has seen fit to bestow upon you.
The sword of the Creator? The King of Liberation? Each tale is more confusing than the last. And I really can't read that Rhea at all. That sword is clearly precious. So why is she so keen to gift the thing to you? I feel as though we have become entangled in a mystery. And there is one more thing that has been plaguing me. The sword of the Creator. It somehow feels distinct from other relics we have seen. Such as the one that... Oh goodness, what was her name? Yes, her! The sword of the Creator is different from her Thunderbrand in one key way. It bears a hole, where something should have been, but is no more. I despise not knowing what is going on. It frightens me. And yet, I place my trust in you. Whatever comes to pass, please swear to cut a path that is your own.
Okay. Jetzt muss ich gerade nachdenken an die Eröffnungs-Cutscene, die wir gesehen haben. Da hat ja Rhea oder jemand, der so aussah wie Rhea, gegen jemanden gekämpft, wenn ich mich richtig erinnere. Oder hat Rhea mit dem Schwert der Schöpfung gekämpft? Ich habe keine Ahnung mehr. Ich muss mir die Szene nochmal angucken. Irgendwas erinnere ich mich da. Egal.
Part 1. White Clouds. Verdant Rain Moon. Tower of Black Winds. The ceaseless rains that satiate the verdant landscape of Fódlan are accompanied by fierce winds and mighty roars of thunder. This abundance of rain, sparkling as it falls against beams of emerging sunlight, is a constant reminder to the people of Fódlan that nature is ever wild and unpredictable. For when the rain finally does take pause, the clouds part and give way to a glorious rainbow.
Okay. Jetzt werden wir schon wieder das Gärtnern beigebracht. Egal, mal gucken, was wir jetzt machen werden. Und vor allem, was unsere neue Mission jetzt diesen Monat ist, das finden wir jetzt auch erst raus. Wir haben bis jetzt ja nur gesagt bekommen, das Schwert gehört dir. Es können neue Bereiche erkundet werden. 4000 Gold.
I have a new mission for you, Professor. I would like for you to take your students into Kingdom territory to eliminate some thieves.
They stole a hero's relic from House Gautier of the Holy Kingdom of Fargus, the Lands of Ruin. Their leader's name is Miklan. He is apparently a disowned son of House Gautier. I believe it had something to do with his lack of a crest. Such happenings are fairly common within the kingdom.
The Crestless cannot unleash the goddess's power even if they possess a relic. Nonetheless, they are still capable of simply wielding those weapons.
The hero's relics are immensely powerful weapons. We must meet this threat with adequate force. Unfortunately, most of the Knights of Seiros are away from the monastery, purging the apostates of the Western Church. So we are entrusting you with this mission. After all, you wield the Sword of the Creator, which is more than capable of opposing any relic.
The Sword of the Creator is a powerful weapon well beyond the other relics. You have nothing to fear. However, to ensure that no harm comes to the students, we will also send the monastery's most skilled individuals to aid you.
I must remind you that you are expected to conduct yourself in a manner befitting the wielder of that holy sword. Also, you should know that Professor Hanneman has been looking for you. That is all.
Professor, I heard about our mission for this month. A thief with a hero's relic is worrisome, but with you at our side, I'm certain we can handle him. After all, you have the Sword of the Creator. It was allegedly wielded by Nemesis, the King of Liberation. If the legends are true, you hold the power to stand against entire armies. A band of thieves should be nothing. Even the most elite Imperial forces or the Knights of Seiros could not hope to defeat you.
Dazu würde es niemals kommen. Warum sagst du das? Meine Fresse.
Is that so? Even if those forces were to hurt someone precious to you? Can you say with full confidence that you would not turn your sword on them if that were to happen? You know, your power does not lie solely in the Sword of the Creator. You are stronger and more terrifying than you realize. Professor, when we leave the monastery, will you still think of yourself as my teacher? Never mind. I'm being thoughtless with my words. For now, let's just focus on the problem at hand.
Good of you to come, Professor. I've heard much about you lately. Specifically, that you are able to awaken the Sword of the Creator's power. Thusly, it seems the true nature of your crest has been uncovered. I had, of course, seen your crest before. However, at first, I failed to recognize its true nature. Eventually, it dawned on me that what is visible is perhaps merely a small part of a greater whole. In other words, your crest is too significant to be detected when using normal instruments. After this discovery, I began researching crests that might fit that description, which allowed for a temporary hypothesis. However, I could not be certain. The crest my conclusions led me to was far too unusual. A crest thought to have disappeared from this world in the millennium since the fall of Nemesis, the King of Liberation. The crest of flames. That is what you possess. Your ability to wield the Sword of the Creator has unequivocally proven my hypothesis. A legendary power, dormant since time immemorial, and now resurrected. There can be no doubt that this ancient power resides within you.
Flammenwappen.
ghost, perhaps? No, that is surely not the case. What is that look upon your face? I am no ghost, if that is what was on your mind.
No. Who's there? Professor, what are you doing here? Oh? Perhaps I was talking in my sleep. Ah, so you heard me then. Yes, it was a nightmare. I've had them since I was a child. Stupid, pointless dreams I can't control. It's terribly frustrating. No, they're just worthless dreams of the past. Talking about it won't change a thing. I had a feeling you'd say that. I suppose I could try, but only if you swear not to tell a soul. I appreciate it. I dream of my older brother, paralyzed, helpless. My older sister crying for help that never came. The youngest babbling words beyond meaning. I see my family dying slowly, waiting in the darkest depths for a glimmer of light. I once had 10 siblings, 8 older and 2 younger. Such a large family, and yet I became the heir to the throne. Do you know why? Every last one of them was crippled by disease, or lost their mind, or died. I was the only one left who could inherit the throne. Things kept getting worse. The darkness kept getting darker. In the end, I was the only one who survived. The nightmares are a reminder to never forget, to never allow such terrible things to happen again. Even now, I'm the only one who can carry the weight of the Adrestian Empire. The future of the Empire, of everything, depends on me. I shared more than I intended to. I suppose there's something in the air tonight. I've never told anyone about my past before. Please, forget I said anything. Sleep well, my teacher.
Okay. Wer hat denn jetzt Geburtstag? Teestunde. Pfefferminz.
Thank you for your invitation. To what do I owe this surprise? What a lovely smell. I like this tea very much. Thank you.
Ah, Kacke, jetzt muss ich ihr Gesprächsteam noch rausfinden. Das wird übel.
Smells lovely. Yeah. That's right. Yeah. Nah.
Gut, verkackt.
Yeah. Yeah.
Gott, Lieblingssüßigkeiten. Ein gutes.
Am I that terrible of a woman? So I'm a little unkempt. What of it? Nah. Thanks for the treat. Come by the infirmary anytime you need anything. I'll be waiting, Professor.
Ah. Charme verbesserte sich um 1. Perfekt. Eigentlich wäre jetzt wieder Kunden dran, oder? Ja. Aber erstmal gucke ich Examen. Wir haben hier einen Lanzenträger, das heißt, du bist Soldat. Und aus ihr macht man einen Kämpfer. Aber sie hat noch nicht ins... Ich kenne mehr im Lager. Ja, da haben wir schon was. Oh, ich kann mit Dorothea nach oben gehen. Machen wir das. Axt, Bogen und Panzerhand. Ja, ich glaube, wir müssen mit ihr aus das machen, weil sie ist eine Schwertkämpferin. Momentan noch. Magier. Machen wir sie zum Magier.
I passed thanks to you, Professor.
Da haben wir schon. Dunkles Siegel, habe ich das? Mal gucken. Gehen wir erkunden.
A stone? A stone. I do not understand. Yet, as I think of it, the pounding in my chest grows faster still. But is that me? Or is it you?
Gute Frage. Dazu habe ich keine Antwort. So.
I'm not secretly eating cake. Okay, what's Bernie doing right now? Oh, fine. You got me. Keep it a secret, alright?
Ich habe zwar, glaube ich, schon mit ihr alles durchgeguckt, aber egal. Ja. Das habe ich direkt rausgefunden, wem es gehört, weil da steht, im Zimmer bleibt. Interessant, egal. So.
It's awful. Just awful what happened with the rite of rebirth. The infirmary. Well, it was a mess. Things are finally calm again, and so I've come here to unwind. Let me tell you, I put all of my knowledge to use keeping those kids alive. Still, the truth of it is that when someone faces death for the first time, well, they figure out who they are. We can't lose them, Professor. Not to battle or to cowardice. If you can keep them going, then I will too. No? No? Wherever did this turn up? Thank you for getting it back to me.
So, passt. Hier unten ist eine weitere Quest. Lane.
Why is that fish so still? Wait, is it swimming sideways? Perhaps it is resigned to its woeful fate of being plucked from the water and eaten. Ah, Professor, you are so outgoing with all of the students. I would like to have more opportunities to connect with you, though I'm certain my brother would disapprove. Might you help me with a favor?
Ich kann gar nicht glauben, wie wenig man sich in letzter Zeit um die Heiligenstatue kümmert. Sieh dir nur selbst einmal an. Wenn alles zu Füßen der Statuen liegt, das ist nicht mal im Mindesten akzeptabel. So.
Greetings, Professor. Nothing to report. Oh, come to think of it, last month there was something to report, wasn't there? Thanks to you, I hear that everything was resolved. I never realized that bandits had entered. I'm not a great guard after all, am I? I hope you will forgive me one day.
Okay, hier unten sind 2 Aufgaben. Okay.
I could use your help.
Banditen treiben sich auf meiner Handelsroute, ihr Unwesen. Würdest du sie bitte für mich vertreiben, damit die Händler kommen? Ja, definitiv. Um Jagdquest zu bewältigen, musst du im Kampf ziehen. Wähle dir zu Kampf an einem freien Tag. Mir gehen die Materialien aus, um Waffen zu schmieden. Um zu reparieren. Verzeih, dass ich damit dich behellige, aber würdest du mir etwas für mich besorgen?
Knew I could count on you. Hey there. Come back anytime.
Okay, wir haben also das gefunden. Ah, das lag, glaube ich, hier irgendwo rum, nicht?
Professor, please leave Sylvain alone for the time being. The thing is, the bandit's leader who stole the relic is Sylvain's disinherited older brother. No, no, no. Yes, that's my...
Gut, dann holen wir sie für die Missionshilfe diesen Monat.
Yes. Hi, Professor. I've actually...
Stimmt, ich bin nicht so ganz gut.
Hail, Professor. If I may introduce myself, I am Gilbert. My life has been spent as a dedicated knight. I am to accompany you on your assignment.
Okay, danke.
I may have slowed a step in recent years, but I pledge to you the full extent of my abilities. No, Professor. The pleasure is all mine, I assure you. No, 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 no.
Der hat Sachen, die ich nicht machen möchte.
I have heard that someone from House Gautier, one of the Kingdom of Fargus's noble families, is causing some sort of commotion. What a complete disgrace to the nobility.
So.
Oh, most kind. Thank you for bringing this to me. It's a shame
Scham und Vernunft. Hier ist was. Okay, perfekt. Hier rüber.
Hello there.
Und hier.
For a hero's relic to be stolen, it's unheard of.
And just last month, the sword of the creator was almost stolen too.
Also quite unheard of. What impudence.
For House Gautier to invite us onto their land, they must be desperate. But at least we'll have the stalwart knights ready to stand around and watch us do all the work.
Alas, 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 alas.
But at least we'll...
So, hier, okay.
Some people are unhappy because they don't have the crest they want, and some are unhappy because they have a crest they never asked for. Oh, Professor. Hello. Excuse me.
Magie und Reiten.
Some people and some are... What's the...
The coffin of Saros in the Holy Mausoleum should have held her remains. Instead, it held the sword of the Creator. What could it mean? How... Oh, I was looking for this. Thank you so much.
Okay, perfekt. Hier, reden mit Thomas.
The head of the Western Church holds the title of bishop. That's not as distinguished as an archbishop, such as Lady Rhea, but it still comes with a fair amount of authority. If someone in that position plotted an assassination, I cannot help but think it must have been instigated by some outside force. There are bishops in the Eastern Church as well, but to speak frankly, they do not have much impact. They are under the influence of both the Archbishop and the Leicester Alliance, so their ability to voice grievances is quite limited.
Okay.
Oh, that man I walked past earlier. That wasn't Lord Rodrigue, was it? House Fraldarius is a powerful noble family, linked to the founding of Fargus. Lord Rodrigue, its current leader, is a magnificent warrior. He's known as the Shield of Fargus. A dozen or so years ago, during the Northern Campaign in Strang, he performed splendidly as the king's right hand. Come to think of it, wasn't there someone from House Fraldarius amongst this year's students?
Okay.
You acquitted yourself honorably last month. To think they'd go into the Holy Mausoleum and assault the Goddess Tower. I cannot imagine the Western Church was acting on its own. Someone must have been helping them. As for the masked knight who escaped, his days are numbered. I hope we find him soon, so I can kill him myself.
I am Rodrigue Achille Fraldarius. I bear the great honor of serving as a lord in the kingdom of Fargus. I have come in Margrave Gautier's stead to retrieve their stolen relic. As I hear it, a group of students is to attend to this matter. I sincerely hope no harm comes to any of them.
Nee, die sind ja unter meinem Schutz.
I can't believe my own brother is the leader of the bandits. House Gautier is my true home. And his. Please, Professor. He really is one of the worst people I've ever known. But we share the same blood. We're still family.
What's up, Hey?
Okay. Gut, dann würde ich jetzt sagen, ich beende die Folge hier. Vielen Dank fürs Zuschauen. Und in der nächsten Folge erkunden wir weiter. Ciao. Euer Gladius.